What's up, everyone? It's Brittney Marie, your favorite girl from around the corner. Alright guys, so today, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be getting honest with you guys, okay? Because a lot of you guys were confused about my haunting in Indiana story when I said that I was dating a girl. So I've always had attraction to like females, and I never really acted on those because it's just, I don't know, like you just grow up knowing or feeling like that is wrong to feel, and that you shouldn't act on those urges, you shouldn't think like that, and it's wrong, and blah 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 blah. So I just always grew up thinking that was wrong and I shouldn't act on those urges, and it was something that he just kept in the closet, okay? So when I got to college, I was with Christine, which if you don't know who Christine is, she was my best friend down there, and we were like this. So me and Christine went to this block party that they had at our college, and so we went and we met these two girls. So it was Sadie from my Haunting in Indiana story, and then her friend, and we'll call her Molly. So Sadie and Molly were out there, and so me and Christine are just like dancing and stuff, and Sadie and Molly come up from behind us, and we're just dancing on them because at this point we're having a super good time and we're just laughing and carrying on. We just feel free, you guys. And I'm telling you, if you are still in high school or whatever, I was very sheltered growing up, couldn't do nothing, okay? So when I got to college, I just felt free. Like, I felt free, you guys. Like, the chains was broke, okay? So I didn't care. I was dancing. I was having a good time. At this time, I'm dancing on Molly, and Christine is dancing on Sadie. And so, like, we're dancing, and then we, like, start talking to them. And I have not really looked at Sadie. I'm just talking to Molly because that's the interaction. That's what I'm talking to. So we're talking and blah blah blah, and then like a group, some more people come over, and like we're all just talking and like becoming friends, okay? So the sprinklers come on and we're like, freak yeah, and we just like go running through the sprinklers and everything. And I somehow me and Sadie get together, and we're like jumping around and dancing, and we just kind of look at each other like, who are you? Oh my goodness. Hi. Like, you guys, I was like, oh my goodness, this is the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life, okay? Like, I just thought she was so beautiful. And so to explain Sadie a little bit, I want to say she was like, I'm 5'8", so I want to say she was like 5'9". Like, she was like literally like an inch taller than me, and she was really skinny. She was Caucasian. At that time, her hair was kind of like right here. It was kind of like, it was short but kind of wavy, like the Bieber cut, but it was blonde. And she was just like, she just looked so beautiful, and like she was definitely like tomboyish. So she wore like more boy clothes and stuff like that, but she was so beautiful. Like, she just had the most beautiful face. And so we're talking and laughing and like running through the sprinklers together and stuff like that. And when I tell you guys that we just connected at the hip, and we're just like this, okay? So we're talking and like having fun and laughing and blah 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 blah, and I just think that this girl is gorgeous. Like, I don't know, I just think she's so pretty, okay? And so like we sit down at the DSA, which is like a little round table for like people to come smoke at, but like we were just sitting there to talk and stuff. And so it's a big group of us. This big group ends up being our friends at like that we had just met. These end up being our friends like our entire college experience. These are our group of friends. This is our table. We claimed that table the first day and we never left, okay? So So we're sitting at this table and she's sitting next to me and we're flirting, and like we're flirting, and I'm like nervous to flirt because like I said, I had never been able to like be free like that and just feel something for a girl or like flirt with a girl out in the open. It just wasn't accepted. So you guys, we're flirting. I'm kind of nervous, but I'm flirting back, and it just kind of like, we just kind of developed this like situationship. Okay, so me and her kind of start talking, and like obviously we exchange numbers, and she's like, we text, and every time I'm outside, like she comes and sits with me, and like she's holding, like she'll put her hand on my thigh and we'll talk, or we'll walk this way together. Like people just kind of knew, like, oh I said her name, guys, cut that out. So people just knew it was like Brittney and Sadie. Okay, like people just kind of knew. Okay, and so after a while, like my friends started telling me like about Sadie and Summer. You guys don't remember Summer? She was in A Haunting in Indiana Part 1, and she was in She Called Me the N-Word and I Got Probation. So I will link both of those in the description box down below so you can see and get a full glimpse of who the Summer was. Dirty bitch. So one day, like I come outside and I'm super like happy and playful and everything's like fine, and then I see Summer sitting at the table and she's like fuming, and I'm like, what's going on? So I come sit down, I'm like, what's wrong? And she was like, was Sadie in your room last night? And I was like, yeah, because at this point, you guys, Sadie was in my room like legit all the time. Like she was in my room all the time. Okay, we slept together, we hung out together. I told you it was me and Sadie. Okay, and I was like, yeah, well, like what's the problem? I don't get it. I don't get it. And she was like, me and Sadie are together. What? What? You and Sadie are what? You're what? Yeah, me and Sadie are together, and I just found out, and I was like, oh, don't worry about it. That's a wrap. That's a wrap. Don't worry about it. Say less, okay? Say less. You don't even gotta tell me no more. It's cool. I should have been messing with her anyway. That's how I felt, okay? I just felt like I shouldn't have been talking to her anyway. Just forget it. So guys, I stopped talking to her, and that's when I met the other guy in my other story, which I forgot what I named him, but it's a non-factor. That's the guy that I got in a fight with. So that's when I met him, and I stopped talking to Sadie. So you guys, every time me and Sadie just came right back to each other, okay? And so me and Sadie again start talking, and this time I go to a party and I find out that she is dating this other girl, and she's dating Summer, or no, she broke up with Summer to date this other girl, and then Summer and this girl got into it. And at the time, me and Summer were friends, so like I was sticking up for Summer, and I was finna fight this girl for Summer, because I was like, you not about to stand, you know what I'm saying? So you guys, Sadie and Summer like completely stopped talking, because at this point Summer's kind of nuts, and everybody's starting to kind of like realize Summer's crazy. And so Sadie and Summer stopped talking, and Summer really doesn't hang out at the DSA anymore. She like goes and does her own thing. So one night I come outside and we're all sitting at the DSA, and at this point like it wasn't that awkward with us, but it was like I just did not talk to her. Like I just didn't. Like I didn't say anything to her. I would laugh and joke and blah, 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 but I wouldn't say anything to her, you guys. She would literally look at me like, pouting because I wouldn't talk to her. But you're not about to play me, boo. So she comes over and she's talking to me, like tell me that she likes me and that she's sorry and blah blah blah, and she does want to talk to me and this and that. And I'm like, girl, okay. Okay. And so like we're sitting at the DSA and we're talking and like we're holding hands, and this girl is walking down the bricks and she sees us holding hands and she turns around and walks the other way. Like she's pissed, and everybody like points it out, and I'm like, who is that? Oh, you still talking to her? Oh, okay. Get the off of me. Like, no, because you keep trying to play me and I'm not about to be played. Not by you. Get off of me. Okay? So I was pissed, you guys, because you look, we just talked about this. Like, you just apologized and you still with. Okay. So y'all, I was like, I'm done. Like, I'm not about to play with her. Like, she just keeps doing this and thinking that I'm just gonna keep. No, I'm not. No. I want to say a couple weeks passed, and she's telling me how like her and this girl are done. I told her I didn't want to be with her anymore. Like, I just want to focus on us. Like, that's what she's telling me. I just want to focus on us. I'm sorry. I should have never done this to you. It just scares me because you feel like you're bisexual, so you could leave me and go for a guy, and I've never been with someone who is bisexual and blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, first of all, if I was going to leave you for a guy, I could have done it already. Like, what do you mean? I could have been done that. I could have been done that, okay? What are you talking about? Just because I say that I'm bisexual does not mean that I'm going to cheat on you with a guy, first of all. So you're coming at me and making me seem like I'm a hoe. No, I'm not a hoe, boo-boo. If I'm with somebody, I'm with someone, regardless of who they are or what they have between their legs. I'm not a cheater. And I hate when people say that, like, bisexual people just don't know what they want. They just you can't trust them. You need to wear protection with them because they go back and forth. First of all, you need to be wearing protection anyway. Second of all, that's just because somebody likes both does not mean that they're hoes. It doesn't mean that I don't know what I want. It means that I'm attracted to this and I'm attracted to that. But it doesn't mean I'm gonna cheat on you. That's what you're doing. You cheating on this person and this person with me, making me look like I'm a home wrecker, and I never wrecked no homes, okay? So she was like, I know, I'm so sorry. Like, I just need to get over this in my mind. But like, I really like you and blah, blah, blah. So you guys, being me, I was like, whatever. Okay. You guys, I was so like gullible back then. Like, you could have told me anything and I'd have been like, oh yes, okay, oh yeah, you love me, oh good, oh. Okay, like that's just me. So time passes and we're good. Like, we're in a good space. Like, we're talking, we're hanging out, we're kissing. I don't think we had done anything like that yet, but we're kissing and stuff like that and hanging out, and like she's spending the night in my dorm and stuff like that. We go to the movies, and at this point, like, Summer comes with us, but Sadie is with me, and like she's holding my hand through the movie and stuff like that. So at this point, like, we're an item. So Sadie's coming over and she's spending the night, and we're just, you just knew. Like, you just knew. Like, if you knew me, you knew that Sadie was mine, and that was it. And if Sadie was doing something stupid, guess who was the first to find out? Me, okay? It might have been fall break. So fall break is like coming, winding down, and so we're in her room because her roommate had gone home early, I think. And so we were in her room, and I was on her roommate's bed and she was on her bed. And like I told you guys, I'd never like did anything with a girl before, so like everything was new to me. I knew how to do myself, but I was just nervous, okay? And so she's laying on her bed, she was like, come here. And I was like, and so I get down and I get on her bed and we start kissing, and I took charge. Like, I started doing things to her, and I started doing things to her and stuff like that, and we're just making out and doing stuff together. And then I ended up going back to her roommate's bed and going to sleep, because that's just how it was. I'm gonna make you remember, I'm gonna make you want, okay? And so the whole next day, you guys, she is blowing my phone up like, oh my goodness, I can't stop thinking about last night. That's the best I ever had. But that's what she's saying. She was like, oh my goodness, like, that's the best I ever had, like, blah, 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 blah. I can't stop thinking about it, this and this and that. So you guys, at this point, I'm like, I know, you don't get to tell me. I already know. I know. Okay? I know. Period, boo. Period. Okay, and so everything is fine. We go on fall break. Me and her are talking like every day, all day. I had went home with her. Like, we were just really close, you guys. Like, I had went home with her. Me and her were Skyping all the time. Like, my mom had met her through Skype. And I think my mom knew at that point, because, like, you could kind of tell when you looked at her. Like, she was very tomboyish. Like, I don't want to be like, you could tell someone's gay, but, like, you could just tell. You know what I mean? And my mom met her, and I think my mom knew, because literally we talked all day, every day. Like, all day, every day. And when I went down to her house, like, she was talking to me about, like, how she felt about me. And then her ex-girlfriend was down there, who's, like, her best friend. Like, they dated for a little bit, but they're more best friends. And her best friend was like, you need to make her your girlfriend. Like, talking to Sadie about me. Like, I love her. She's amazing. Like, you need to make her your girlfriend, blah, 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 blah. And so Sadie's like, I know. She was just scared because, again, I was bisexual. And so me and her had a real conversation before we came back to school. And I was just like, look, I'm not going to hurt you. I'm not, like, literally, since we've been talking and dating or whatever we're doing, you've hurt me. I have not hurt you. I've not done anything. She's like, I know. I was like, so that's an excuse. Like, I'm not, what are you talking about? Like, it just, like, it was pissing me off that she was making it seem like I was a hoe. Like, I was gonna leave her for a dude, okay? That's what she was. She was like, I just don't want you to, like, we get together and, like, I'm super happy and we're happy together, and then you just leave me for a guy. And I was like, what? I don't understand why people have this thought about bisexual people, that we just, like, you've been doing that, not me. Like, I have been faithful to you when I don't have to be, because we're not, like, official. We're just dating. So I could have been done what I want to do, but instead I'm being faithful to you, and you're not doing the same thing. So how can you just assume because I'm bisexual that I'm gonna leave you for a man? I could have been done that, okay? So we talk or whatever, and she's like, yeah, you're right. Like, I really, really, really do like you, and blah, 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 blah. And I do want to be with you. I'm just scared. Like, you have to give me time to, like, get over my fear. And I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. So at this point, like, we're getting a little more serious, and we have this talk, and I feel like I need to talk to my mom at this point. Like, I need to tell her that this is what's going on, this is how I've been feeling, and blah, 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 blah. So I don't know why I waited until I was in Tecumseh. Like, I was in Tecumseh, which is our little eatery in college. I waited till I was there to tell her. We all got our food. You know what? But I wanted to tell my mom, like, I had support, okay? Because this was something that was really, really, really scary for me to do, because I just kind of, like, we in my household had never talked about, like, dating the same sex or anything like that. So I was just, like, super fearful that like it's just not gonna go well. And I was right. Okay, so I call my mom and she's like, what? And I'm like, I need to tell you something. And she was like, what happened? And I'm just like, I just need to tell you that like I like girls. And she was like, Brittney, she was like, Brittney, get off my phone, stop playing. And I'm just like, no, like, Mom, I'm serious. Like, I'm attracted to girls. I've been talking to a girl down here. Like, I'm bisexual. And that conversation did not end well, y'all. She was not having no part of it, y'all. She cussed me out, okay? She cussed me out, told me where I was going and all that other stuff, okay? Now, don't get on here like hating my mom, talking about, oh, your mom should. No, it's not that way. My mom, like, I think it was just initial shock. Like, what? You know what I mean? And so I didn't talk to her for probably a couple days because when I got off the phone, like, I was crying and whatnot. And it was just really hard for me. And Sadie was there when I did it, so she knew how hard it was for me to actually come out and say that. And so it was a couple days before I talked to my mom again, and when I did, she was like, I will always love you. You are my daughter. I may not agree with your choices, but you're my child. Like, I'm not mad, and blah 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 blah. So I have this conversation, and I start going to like these pride meetings and things like that, and I'm just starting to feel more of myself, you know what I mean? Because I had just been trying to be someone that I am not, and trying to be this person and look at girls on the low and all this other stuff. And then when I was finally able to just be free and tell my story, like, I just felt so good. And so I was going to pride meetings, the pride parade, like, I was just having so much fun, you know? And I was falling in love with Sadie, and so we were good. Like, we were just, everything was fine for a long time until she did it again. I honestly don't know why I would be surprised, but yeah, she did it again. And she did it again with Summer first. And so at this point, you guys, I was just over it, because you watched me call my mom and basically come out to her and basically risk me and my mom's relationship for you to turn around and sleep with someone else again. Like, are you kidding me? And so I will honestly say, you guys, from the time that I met her to the time that we officially just stopped talking, I could say that I probably loved her the most out of everybody that I like dated or talked to in college. I think that I loved her the most. Like, I had the most love for her, just because, I don't know, I was more attracted to her mentally and emotionally and physically, and I don't know, like, that was someone that I would just always go back to. Like, if me and my boyfriend broke up, or her and her girlfriend broke up, we just always came back to each other. And so, yeah, that is my story. There's a lot more to go with her, but like, it was off and on for a long time until it was just really done. And at that point, there was no return. Like, it was done, like, done. So, yeah. So, being honest with you guys, I am bisexual. I am attracted to girls, and I am attracted to guys. So I do have a husband, and I am only attracted to him. I love my husband. Of course, like, we'll check out girls together or something like that, but I love my husband. I've always known that I wanted like a husband and kids and stuff like that, but I think that if things were how they should have been, if she never would have like cheated and all that other stuff, like, I think that we would have lasted a long time. But it is what it is, okay? I got my husband, I got my kids and everything, so I am super happy. But yes, I do identify as bisexual, and it is what it is. I think that It's something that it's just me, and that doesn't mean that I'm gonna cheat on my husband for a girl. It doesn't mean I'm gonna leave my husband for a girl. It just means that I find girls attractive and I would date one. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. That was my lesbian story. So y'all can stop wondering, is she bisexual? Does she like girls? Does she think of? Yes, all of it. So enjoy me, embrace me, okay? Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Leave your comments down below. You guys tell me what content you want to see. All right, leave your comments down below. Let me know what you want to see, you guys. I love you so much. Stay blessed, stay peaceful. Remember, it does not matter who you love as long as you are loving someone. All right, make sure you close the door when you leave.